All right, if you follow me on social media, you know I love a good steak. I eat about one steak a day. And although the so called experts will tell you that's bad for your health, I'm here to tell you no. I did it for myself, so this worked for me. I'm not a doctor, but I lost 30 pounds when I went carnivore. And I can't stop bragging about it. I tell my friends about it. And so now I've just become the go to source for any of their carnivore questions. So listen, we are not limited with options, but I know a lot of people at home are like, Breanna, how do you go carnivore and keep it creative? Well, obviously, I eat my regular steaks, but then I also started doing Wagyu. And as many of you guys know, American Wagyu is incredible. The flavors are amazing, unheard of, folks. It's not like your normal steak, it is completely different. And I am a major, major fan. But when it comes to American Wagyu, not all American Wagyu companies are the same. I've got my favorite. And so joining me now is one of the co-founders of ozarkwagyu.com. Miss Amy Harris is joining us today. Amy, I want to thank you for jumping on with me because my audience knows I can't stop talking about how much I love Ozark Wagyu. I say it all the time on this program. I love your New York strips. Your hot dogs are amazing. And so we talk about it constantly, but I wanted to kind of give people a little bit of background as to who you are and how your business is even ran in the first place. Because so many people are like, buy local, but you guys are actually local. You guys are based in Missouri and your family operates this farm. So tell us a little bit about your farm in Missouri.
Yeah, so actually, that picture right there that's popping up on your screen, that is the building that is just honestly at the end of my driveway. So I live right
Yeah.
behind here. It's smack like the farm. I can see the farm just as I turn to my right, and I right in front of me is like where our corrals where we would work the cows, and it's also where the feedlot is. So um, the, we eat, sleep, and breathe farming. Whenever we have calves or cows that are calving, they are literally in my backyard. I have binoculars that I have just given up on trying to put away in the drawer because my husband's like, we got to look at these cows every time we look out the window. So just leave the binoculars here. So they have a permanent residence on my counter. So we really do it. We really do eat, sleep, and breathe cattle. It is
Yeah.
true. The girls, they like to name the calves. They can tell them apart. So we really, they are gentle. Like you saw how close my daughter was standing to that cow in that picture, like a couple slides back. They are just as gentle as they can be because they know that they're safe. Do you know what I mean? They know they're safe here because Jeremiah is calm and mild mannered and just they don't get excited. They know he's there to take care of them, and it's just really, it's just so like heartwarming, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love the fact that you get your kids involved in all of this. So your kids are learning very valuable lessons on your farm. What are some of the activities that your kids help you out with?
Well, right now they're just getting strong enough to like open the electric fences without getting shocked. So whenever we so we do a rotational grazing, so that way they're eating the best of the grass, and it also regenerates better because they don't eat it down too low. So there are some days that we have to move the cows twice a day to a different paddock because they're different sizes, and so we go from one paddock to the next. So they like to go with us and move on because it is so cute. The cows get so excited to go to the next field and eat the grass. It's my favorite thing, just because they're so cute. They're so excited. And they, their babies move with them, and so we do that, and the kids like to do that too because most every night one of them will come up to the four wheeler and just kind of try to stick its head in, and Jeremiah lets the girls pet them because it just makes their day. They have their favorites, of course, so it's just sweet to hear them talk about the cows like they're just little family members. So
Yeah.
they do that, and then so we had a cow that slipped and fell during the ice this year, and she couldn't take care of her calf, so we're raising her calf. So the girls are responsible for bottle feeding that calf, 3 times a day, and so those are their big roles right now. When we do have to, work them and make sure they have the right tag on their ear where their moms match the babies or whatever. They like to go up and see the cows and write down numbers for dad because it feels important. So just little things like that where they feel included is it's pretty cute. And of course, we always take dad like a picnic lunch out on the farm. So
I love that.
It's
I love that. Well,
it's a
that's what's so important though. I mean, you're teaching them valuable lessons that like most kids wouldn't learn in school, and it's really important to get them out there to learn firsthand. So I love that. And I know our audience, constantly I'll post like a picture of a steak on my social media pages and they're like, "Buy local, Brianna, buy local." But you guys are local. You guys ship to across the country. You guys ship across the country and it's incredible because in Florida was getting your packages and opening them up, and it was still frozen on the inside because you guys do such an incredible job at packing this up. And I'm a big fan of that. I wanted to walk our audience through some of my favorites because I can't shut up about it. I am obsessed with your Wagyu hot dogs. Folks, if you haven't had a hot dog that doesn't contain any of those mystery meats, you're really missing out because this one doesn't have any mystery meats. This one is all beef. It is amazing. It's one of my favorite go-to. Amy, I'm gonna let you talk about the hot dogs for a second because I think those are the best ones that everyone has to snag.
For sure. So I think when people hear Wagyu, they just initially think like expensive. And we have really, I don't know where you can get Wagyu more affordable than you can get it from us, to be honest. Now, I'm not saying it's not out there. So if somebody wants to prove me wrong, I'm sure they can. But I mean, especially to have it shipped to your door, it's
Yeah.
remarkable. And especially when you're eating a carnivore diet as you are, it's like you're not as hungry because you're not snacking throughout the day. You're just like eating those big meals usually once or twice a day. So you can afford to spend a little extra. You're not having to buy the sides or, try to feed. The quality of food is so important that it's okay to spend a little extra because of the health benefits that there are. But the hot dogs are great. The kids love them, and I feel zero guilt about feeding my kids a Wagyu wiener. I'm just telling you right now. Like, you want a hot dog for dinner, mom's not complaining. And then the ground beef is great as well. It's exceptional.
Yeah, and this is my favorite too about all of this. So right now you have a sale going on right now at ozarkwagyu.com. And not only are they going to get the sale prices, but just for listening to today's show, you also get an additional discount when you use that promo code BRIE on your screen. But I want to talk about the New York strip a little bit because that's also on sale and that's one of my favorites. So when I got the New York strip in the mail from you guys, literally, it's not okay. Normally, if I go to the butcher, they have a huge chunk of fat on the side of it. I usually trim it off anyway and just save it for later for a little bit of tallow. But you guys don't include that much fat on your products itself. Like that was super lean as Wagyu could possibly be, but packed with so much flavor. So that's one of my favorites right now, and it's on sale on the website. So that's something you're going to grab. And the best part is you guys do like a really good cut of it. It's not just like these thinly sliced New York strips, which I can't stand. It's a thick cut of New York strip that they're going to be getting. And also, my second favorite, well, I guess it would be my third favorite technically, is your Denver steak. That one is incredible. So, that one's great for families. So, I would highly recommend if you're either really hungry or you got a family and you're looking to feed a couple of other people with you, those are my go to right now. Is there anything I'm missing out on? Because I feel like I've had the filet too. That's also phenomenal. What are some of your favorites?
I am a diehard ribeye girl. I am not cutting off the fat or saving it for later, girl. I'm all in on that ribeye. It has always been my favorite, and since we've come to like raising Wagyu, I just, I do not want another kind. We do use the little filet medallions on our skewers, like if we're doing kebabs. Honestly, I've even done our stew meat on kebabs for a more affordable option. Occasionally, we'll have a package bus or something. I'll take that home, marinate it, and use it on those kebabs. And so that's also a nice little way to get a little treat out of that stew meat. And one of my favorite recipes on the smoker, we made burnt ends out of one of our chuck roasts, and I am telling you, mm, I have never, like truly, I have never had burnt ends so good. And it was my first time cooking them. It's not like I have spent my life learning how to cook these, but yeah, it's that picanha. It's out of stock. I'm sorry, it's out of stock because it is also a top notch. Like you cannot get better. That's probably the
Yeah.
only type of meat I would choose over a ribeye is a picanha. So be watching for those to come back in stock.
I know, I know. The picanha is my favorite too these days. I love it. I literally just salt it, and that's all I need because it's so flavorful that one. So it's definitely a go-to. So again, to our audience, I want to remind you guys there's a sale going on right now over at ozarkwagyu.com. You got to check it out. Head on over to the website, give it a look. So many of your favorite items are on sale. You're also going to get additional savings with that promo code BREE. That's promo code BRE. So check it out. I'm telling you, you're going to save a lot of cash. And these are the same prices that you're probably paying at the butcher, but you're supporting a local business that's bringing their product straight to your front door. So head on over to ozarkwagyu.com, use promo code BREE, that's promo code BRE at checkout. Amy, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all that your family does. We greatly appreciate you and all of these great products that you're constantly sending us. So thank you.